to views of you. Aston Villa 3, Liverpool 3. Back to life, back to reality. I was really enjoying my holiday, not thinking about the football, but it's back to the chaos that is Liverpool Football Club. But we're not here to talk about my holiday. As far as the game is goes, I'm annoyed, but I'm not too annoyed, if that makes sense. Like me, most of you are probably diehard Liverpool fans, and you want to win every game, and I want to win every game too. But when you break down the context, okay, Liverpool should play for pride. There's things that you should do, but the reality is there's there's nothing to gain, if that makes sense. Like, we're already guaranteed third place, so what is there left to fight for? Like, okay, people say pride, but what does that even mean? What is that going to get you? Does that make sense? And also Villa are fighting for their top four spot, which I think with a point that they're in a very good they're very good situation. As far as the game is concerned, though, what does annoy me is the players. Now, we were good enough to win that game from an attacking standpoint. I thought we were better than them. That's why we were 3-1 up, right? But again, as much as I've questioned Klopp's tactics, as much as I've questioned his setup and all the rest of it, we need to start looking at another party, which is the players. The amount of individual errors that we give away, that we make, and that gives opposition teams goals. Like today, we're 2-1 up in the first half. Someone in the right side of the defence, either Kwanzaa or it's Trent, they're passing the ball out in their third. They telegraph the pass, it's 3 yards, and they give it straight to Villa player, they have a chance. Yeah? Alisson Becker, as much as I love Alisson, he's been world class, he still is. Watkins has had a goal disallowed. What does he do? He ricochets the ball off Watkins and nearly scored. McAllister responsible for the second goal. Crazy. Like, the amount of times as well that our players, we create chances and our players miss and players are offside. It is ridiculous. And then the opposition team just, gets a little bit of luck, usually gifted by us. And then we're at 6s and 7s. It's just crazy to me. It's wild. And some of the players, they've got blood on their hands. Because this is why Klopp's probably not added a second league title to his already good trophy haul. But as far as the manager is concerned, I don't think he did anything wrong, to be honest. You can tell, from Klopp's... And to be fair, from Klopp's body language from his press conferences, he's saying and doing things that realistically, he knows he's not going to be here. Because he's not going to be here, he just doesn't care anymore. He's saying things like, "Yo, you're late." When someone said, jokingly said to me, "You're late to a press conference," he just basically, "I don't give a damn." Again today they're like, "Oh, you're on a yellow card. You've got to not get a second yellow or not get sent off or something, and then so you don't miss your last home game." And he says, "Yeah, I understand that, but you gave me Simon Hooper, so it's going to be a very difficult task." You shouldn't be saying things like that from being if you're as a professional, but he's leaving in it, so he didn't do anything wrong today. But I don't agree with taking off Endo. When you're trying to hold on to a lead, you need to have a natural defensive midfielder who can do even when we've seen it with Fabinho. He would make challenges okay, you might give away a foul, but it breaks up the play, it takes time off the clock, kills the opposition momentum. And by putting McAllister there, don't get me wrong, McAllister can play in the 6, but he's not a natural 6, and this is what happens. And he's done that before. Brighton scored a similar goal, a similar sort of goal when we were passing out from the back, McAllister dawdling on the board. This is back in October. So, it is what it is, man. We're guaranteed third. The season's over. The season was over a while ago, but it's just coming towards the end. But anyway, people, like the video, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys after Wolves. Peace.
Villa 3, Liverpool 3. What can I say? Checked out. Said it for time and again. The Tottenham win, I didn't really need to, because all of a sudden the pressure's off and the players start to perform in. Idiots, all of them idiots. Look at this, man, 3-1 up, and then you get to 3-3. And let's be real, I hear people moaning about the subs, the change, and Endo. Endo didn't have a great game. He was, like Drifty said, he was okay. Villa was still had moments, but they just didn't finish it. That's the thing, creating chances. And VVD, wild one for you, Bridget. You have been lackluster, bro. What happened to you since March? It's like you've gone downhill. You forgot how to defend, sir. Kwanzaa, Gakpo played well. Diaz, probably one of his worst games in a bit, but he's been doing bits, to be fair. And Salah, just, what's the point? Just don't. Look, man, let's be real, man. We couldn't even get the game done. We should have, but it doesn't really matter if we won on us. It doesn't really matter anyway. We know where we are. We're not going anywhere. Third, yeah, you know what I mean? So, Klopp, brother, come on, man. Why is Gomez starting his left back? Do you forget this man's a centre back, bridging? Come on, man. You know what I mean? And Gravenberch against having good games, and then he's back on the bench. Wagwan. Come on, man. Oh, we do what we do in it. McAllister, yeah, he was poor from him, and it's not because he went to play as a 6. He just tactically, that was just bad mistakes from him. And third goal, not great. VVD, Kwanzaa need to be closing down, but again, lucky deflection. Got the luck, and yeah, to be fair. And so now we're on to Wolves. We win, yeah, great, nice little send off for Klopp, and then I'll do my own review on Klopp, man, and yeah, and so far this is why I call him the Andy Murray of the league, of the Premier League, honestly, because really you should be having more on this platter, yeah. When you've dished up the food, you're not filling the plate. Anyway, but appreciate what he's done and brought to the club. He's put us like challenging titles, but. Anyway, Villa 3, Liverpool 3, and yeah, I'm out.
Big up, lads. Big up, Team Kopish. All right, so Aston Villa versus Liverpool. Let's get into it right away. Yeah, not much to, again, analyze. Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, the entire freaking, I don't know what the situation is with Liverpool, but they all seem to be on the beach and they're just on vibes at the moment. That's how I felt in this game. Timeline of the game. We get a lucky goal from a mishap by Emilio Martinez, the goalkeeper of Aston Villa. So Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 0. But then not McGinn, but I think it was Tielemans. Yeah, McGinn did things in the background, and McGinn was okay. This is one guy that I have to shout out. I'm like, he doesn't look aesthetically pleasing like everyone wants to say, but look, this guy delivers. He does something, which gets his Aston Villa team all pumped up. And if McGinn is doing it, why not the rest, the more technical players? Anyway, so Tielemans scored the goal for Aston Villa, which was 1-1. But then there was a VAR controversy with the Gakpo goal. But you know what? We get the goal and it was 2-1. And that's how the first half kind of ended in scoreline. Not much to analyze from the first half. I feel like Liverpool were in control. But at the same time, Aston Villa looked really threatening. Liverpool were trying to be more defensive in the first half. They were giving Aston Villa the ball, more possession, things like that. And we put our back line a few more yards further back. Good. So good first half. But then on came the second half, and you know what? Gerald Kwanzaa, he came up trumps. Young defender, young lad. We did not know who the heck this Gerald Kwanzaa is previously, but this season he made a standpoint, and especially during this game, he did not have the best first half, I would say, with especially Ollie Watkins. Again, Ollie Watkins, just look at his stats. You will know what Ollie Watkins meant for Aston Villa this season. But then Gerald Kwanzaa, he had to redeem himself, so he scored the third goal for us, which ended up 3-1. Since that, which was right at the beginning of the first half, till the 75th minute, the scoreline was 3-1. Sometimes we do not need to break down too much in detail. Sometimes we just need to look at the stats and look at the timeline and be like, us as fans watching the game, we felt like we were in control. Not in control, but we're like, you guys have the possession, try every trickery, this and that. You guys are going to miss it no matter what when it comes to the final third. But anyways, I think everything changed from the substitution. Yes, I do agree with Drifty. Like, what else could Klopp have done? Substitution, blah, blah. Yeah. Fair enough. But then you are 3-1. You are 2 goals ahead. You've got barely 25 minutes to play. Could Klopp have done better? Yes, he could have. Definitely he could have. But then, could the players have done better? The players, keeping in mind, it's just 2 freaking games remaining. 90 minutes for the final game against Wolves and the 20 minutes of, the Aston Villa game. And what have the players done? Players like Curtis Jones, Darwin Núñez. I'm just going to count those 2 players because, again, the other 2 substitutions were what? What's the Holland player? The Holland midfielder of ours. Freaking hell, I'm having a brain fart at the moment. But anyways, Gravenberch. Fucking hell. Okay, so Gravenberch. What could have Gravenberch and Szoboszlai have done, because this is their betting season and stuff like that. So Darwin Núñez, more than him, but I would say Curtis Jones. We know what to expect from Darwin Núñez, right? We've got this entire sort of debate with him, and at the same time he's also acknowledged it and he does whatever he has to do on social media. But look, the game was just freaking ping pong, and yes, us as fans, we always want to win games, but I do get Drifty's point where he said that we are in the beach, we've got secured top 3. We didn't have much to play for and Villa had it all. But then I do agree with Matt's point and also with Callum's point where we might be at the beach, but isn't this Klopp's farewell season? What are the players doing? What is Klopp doing, tactical and managerial wise? Who knows? Look, I can go on and on, but I think I've gone long enough about this match review. Let's just see what happens against Wolves and this game. It did not need to happen, as in, you know what? If it was the draw we were expecting, we should have just shaken hands prior to the game, because we looked like in full control of the game with the score line and tactics. But then I feel like the substitutions killed it. Now, was it because of Klopp? Was it because of the players not putting in a shift? Whatever. Anyways, guys, peace.